we had left off the last section with that draw back and snap down in an empty stance, or like a cat stance. Tai Chi, it's more referred to as an empty stance because this leg is fairly empty of any weight distribution. From here, we're going to step and deflect across in front of the solar plexus, step out and thrust up. Shift the weight left. As we step out, leave the point where it's at and push the arm out. Earth is out, pressing that direction. Step through and thrust. Then step, same move again, press it out. Step through, thrust. This third time, draw the tip back as we step through, thrust back. Then step through and thrust out this direction here. And that's that sequence there. Okay, the last sequence had us from this deep cut down past the left knee back to a quick snapping cut, a deflection snap cut, real quick. Then it does some seeming repetition. There's a lot of repetition in Tai Chi, but it's always for a purpose. The more you repeat something, the more important it is to practice those skills. This repetition is to build combinations of movements that are important. So from here, we step as we pull the sword in, and as we step out, we thrust it up. Then shift the weight and pull the sword in again. Step out and twist the torso as we block out. The sword hand is high, the point of the sword is high as well. Then stepping through and thrust. Stepping out again and deflect. Step out and thrust. This time, stepping across as we deflect and thrust back, then stepping out and bringing the sword over as we shift the weight, sword hands and the sword thrusting out at the same time. This time earth is pointed up. And that's the sequence there, the next one. So after this snap back, shift the weight and step through, thrust. Shift the weight, and this one is going to twist earth out as we twist up. Pull in, step out, and thrust, twisting earth up. Draw up, stepping out, and twist. Twist and sink as we deflect with earth out. Pull in and thrust. Earth is up. Draw up. This time as we step out, we're going to thrust back. Earth is down this time. And then stepping out, bring the point over and thrust out. From this angle, after having just stepped back and down here, step and thrust. Draw in, step, twist the body as you block out. Big deflection. Pull in, thrust. Earth is up. Second time, step and deflect out. Third thrust, pressing through, step and thrust back low. Stepping out and jab or thrust with the tip and with the sword fingers both. This section again, heavy on the legs, really getting that conditioning into the legs built up, and then training different combinations and sword movements. Powerful this time around. Thrusting in, deflect, thrust, deflect, thrust, deflect, thrust, and then quick, that changing up, getting back to the rear, and one last jab over before addressing the person to the rear for the lead up into the finale. So take care of yourself, be well. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this form. It's a fun one. Have fun training, and I'll see you soon.